Hi guys, today we're going to react to Playing God by Polyphia, an instrumental. This is a Buy Me a Coffee request from Jim Nusbaum. Thank you, Jim, for yet another request. We appreciate all their support.
Yeah, we heard Polyphia before with Baby Metal. So yeah, now we get to see them on their own, which should be interesting. Thanks again, Jim, for another request. Much appreciated.
Aside for the Baby Metal request, I don't know Polyphia. I've never listened to their music, but this is both surprising and pleasurable. It piques my curiosity as to their instruments, not just the mad skill levels, but their instruments. I don't think I've ever seen, not that I'm that knowledgeable of the types of guitars that there are, but usually when you think about guitars, you think about classic guitar, acoustic guitar, and electric guitar. There are two guitars there. There are classic electric guitars. Don't know how that computes, and they have a different feel, different sound to them that just gives the entire performance a very specific signature that I just love it. The whole performance, it's like clean and precise and a very strong virtuoso sense in everything they do, even though it's a band that I don't really know. If I wanted to tell people what Polyphia is like, skill level wise, I would play the song immediately.
Yeah, the first thing I recognized was the sound of acoustic guitars played by what looks like some sort of a hybrid, but mainly sort of electric guitar. They all had different guitars, but they all still gave that kind of feel. There was definitely an acoustic sound, almost
Yeah,
like a Spanish guitar,
yeah.
kind of mixed in with something that's a little bit more I don't know if to say mainstream or maybe just a little bit more maybe updated in a way, but it's definitely it felt like some sort of a hybrid, an amalgamation of a few styles. And at some point I thought it was going to get a little bit almost heavier, and then it kind of didn't. It just kept that sort of really almost like a funky sound to it.
Yeah.
It's definitely an eye opener. Like it surprised me completely. I had no idea who Polyphia were and what their style is, and I'm not even sure that all their songs are in this style. But
Mhm.
this is pretty amazing. Like I'm really loving it. And even from what we heard with Baby Metal, it didn't sound like this.
Yeah. Yeah,
It was
right.
definitely a lot more electric and current. It sounded like maybe like those sort of pop rock bands of today would have a baby with Santana or something like that,
Yeah, yeah.
and something you mentioned off air before, I did get a Gypsy Kings vibe as well in there. It felt like it brings something back, but it's very current sounding. And I'm loving it. I'm really enjoying it. It's got a really cool vibe to it. I'm definitely a bit caught off guard. I did not expect this to be their style. I had no idea. So this is a
Yeah.
more than pleasant surprise.
When we're about to react to an instrumental, I usually get more surprised, even if it's a band we know. It's like they're liberated from whatever lyrics would take them performance wise. It could be precise as hell, but it's untamed. That's what it feels like.
Yeah, because all the weight is really on them playing the music. There's
Yeah.
no lyrics to think about. There's no voice of somebody singing that you can hang on to. It's all about that. I think I knew that most of their music is instrumental, if not all of it. But I still did not expect this style. So this is freaking awesome. Awesome, cool.
They're actually conversing with each other in this entire presentation, and the whole prestige look, to me at least, it means it's a way of them saying we're only bringing out the best. And at the same time, because they're so chill, they're also sending a message like it's a Tuesday to them. Beautifully done and so precise, and it's like dodging raindrops when you listen to the drums and the guitars and how the different sounds gracefully collide with each other. Just a beautiful presentation and a wonderful introduction to this band.
And that bass slaps.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Yeah, what you said there makes a lot of sense. I was thinking the same throughout about the location they used and everything. Like everything says class.
Yeah.
This is classy. And the bass and the drums and the way they mixed in with the guitars and even different types of guitars mixing in, it felt like a jam session, like a really laid back jam session. I got vibes of like funk and even a little bit of disco in there. I was just like, wow, this is so friggin' cool. Like it started, it had this sort of like this Spanish guitar, you know, Gypsy Kings kind of sound to it. You know, was a little bit faster, and then it kind of slowed down, and it made this transition into this funky, almost disco-y piece. Like it feels both new and retro at the same time.
Yeah, the easygoing and laid back presentation that they have here, it does sound like a jam session. It sounds like a jam session that, not visually, but it sounds like a jam session that was excellent and they recorded it by accident. When you look at them when they perform, it doesn't look like they came to record a music video. It looks like they came to play. They just happened to have a crew there that filmed it, you know? That's what it feels like. That's part of the reason why I like it so much.
I think that was mostly the second half, where it went into this laid back thing. I think in the first one, it was a little bit more energetic. It had that sort of Gypsy King Spanish sound to it. It was just like, and they were standing performing. And then they moved into this more lounge session kind of thing. But yeah, I am a fan. I'm very curious to know what else they've got, because as far as some of the comments that came in when we did the Baby Metal collaboration, people were saying that their style is varied. They do a lot of different things. Yeah. I would definitely look forward to hearing more of their stuff. That was awesome.
I got a feeling from it, not just of class, but like a drive or a pleading for an audience, for me as an audience, to just relax, just take it day by day and enjoy life. The rhythm and the intricacy of the instruments, just it felt like it was meant to stop you in your tracks. That's what it feels like. I think that's the message it packs.
The first part felt like someone trying to get you to kind of jive with it, you know, this is so cool, the beat, just kind of enjoy it, to move along with it. And the second one was like basically a hipster kind of looking at you saying groovy and passing you the joint.
It's like somebody passing you a joint you didn't know existed.
A little bit, yeah. It's funny to say, but the sound had a very welcoming feel to it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's like if you walked into a party and this was playing in the background, you feel like whether or not you were invited, you feel welcome.
It's like the music video is their home. That's how they greet guests in their home. That's what it feels like.
So again, it brings us back to something we've talked about before when we've covered instrumentals. Sometimes they don't need lyrics.
Yeah, I said it a million times before. It unlocks the richness of a raw sound when you have nothing to distract you but the sound.
Yeah, awesome band, and definitely appreciate this request. I didn't see this one coming, so thank you, Jim Nusbaum, for one in a long line of awesome requests. We appreciate the ongoing support. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks, Jem, for the introduction to Polyphia. I had no idea that that's what they were about. I'm grateful for becoming aware of the type of music that they bring. Just a wonderful request. Thanks again very much.
Absolutely.
If you enjoyed this episode, guys, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and click the little bell icon so you'll get notified on all our future videos. If you have a request you'd like bumped up the line, please make it through Buy Me a Coffee. All contributions are, of course, very much appreciated. Thank you all for sticking with us. Thank you all for your time.
Again, thanks a lot, guys. We appreciate the support. As always, we'll be back in a couple of days with a new episode, and we hope to see you all then. Thanks again, guys. See you soon.
Bye, guys.